back to First Take. The Cowboys are riding high after their 44-22 win over the Commanders on Sunday. It was Dallas' third game this season with at least 40 points scored, the most of any team in the National Football League. Despite the offense rolling, the Cowboys have a 28% chance to make the playoffs, according to ESPN Analytics, which ranks 9th out of 16 NFL's NFC teams. Dallas has the 7th hardest remaining schedule of any team in the NFL, according to ESPN Analytics. We'll go to you, Doggy, first. Are the Cowboys a playoff team?
Well, I think not, and I'll give you two reasons. First off, they lost to Carolina and they lost to Chicago. So they're not going to be in any tiebreakers because they got the tie. So that's going to take them out of the tiebreaker scenario because they're not going to be tied with anybody with a tie. But two losses to Midland teams in the NFC on the road, to me, explains something. Furthermore, do the math. San Francisco, Seattle, and the Rams, Green Bay, Detroit, Philadelphia, and Tampa. That's 7 teams. Where is there room for an 8th team? 3 in the NFC West. You got to put Green Bay and Detroit in the playoffs, and you got the other 2 divisional winners in Tampa and the Eagles. So that leaves them 8th. I don't know how they're going to get to 7. And we just discussed it. You brought it up. Seattle's 5-2. They're very good. Good defense. Quarterbacks played well. The Niners, a winning culture, win all the time. And the Niners also won in Seattle and won in L.A. And the Rams are great. So where in the world do we have room for the Cowboys to be on this level? Here's what I'd say about Dallas, too. Go win in Denver on Sunday afternoon, and we'll have a different conversation when we're together next week. Go win the game in Denver Sunday. That will be a hard game. Yep. I know off a big win, teams like Denver, they fall apart the following week. Peyton gave you the statistic. They're 2-17 teams that have these dramatic wins the following Sunday, and they have a tricky game against Dallas. Go beat the Cowboys. Go beat the Broncos on the road. Then we can talk about them being a possible playoff team.
Man, dog, I'm sort of in line with you, but I feel like they are. And the reason is because I think this team is going to get a little bit better defensively. And I think from an offensive standpoint, they may be the best offensive team in the league. And right now, who was the tie against?
Green Bay.
That was Green Bay, right?
Green Bay.
So Green Bay is, we consider them a formidable opponent. We consider that was the Michael Parsons week that you weren't interested in.
That was Sunday Night Football.
That's what I was mad about.
So listen, there's a path. And the reason I say yes is because where they are now from an offensive standpoint, I don't know if it's in the defense in the NFC that's going to take that away from them. Now, could it be a bad outing? Could they have a letdown week? Yes. But man, dog, this team is giving you 30 the last 4 weeks, man. That's a lot of points to say that they aren't a playoff team at this point in the season. And it's congested.
All right.
The NFC West may eat itself.
Maybe.
Are you sitting down? Sitting down?
He's going to say yes, huh?
You finna say yes?
Dallas Cowboys going to the playoffs.
There you go. There you go. He's trying to set them up for the fall, but the playoffs are good.
Dallas Cowboys going to the playoffs. Dak Prescott.
MVP.
Going to be a top 2 candidate for MVP honors. Mm-hmm. He is right now. Okay?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And I'm looking at Dallas, all seriousness, all joking aside. Denver's going to be tough. That's going to tell me something about Dallas. I expect them to beat Arizona at home. You got a bye week and then another bye week with a road game against the Raiders because they trash. Okay? Then you got Philly, Kansas City, and Detroit.
Yep.
That's going to tell me something. That 3-game stretch is going to tell me what I should feel about the Cowboys. In that time span, what if Jerry goes out and gets himself a defensive player? What if he does? I'm not saying a Max Crosby or somebody going to be available, but what if it happens? Right now, we have to sit up here, my Libra buddy, my buddy Jerry Jones. You understand what I'm saying? The man that showed up and then, to present me with a Lifetime Achievement Award out of his schedule.
He was proud of that.
I was very, I was touched. The man, my buddy, that's my Libra buddy right there. You understand? But I didn't like him getting rid of Micah Parsons. I didn't like how he handled the Micah Parsons situation. We have to be fair to Jerry Jones, who we obviously are consistently critical of. This man wanted his money bet on Dak Prescott. He wanted Dak Prescott. I learned this from Larry Brown, covering the great Larry Brown all them years with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Another coach is better than Kerr.
That's fine. Larry Brown's one of the greatest of all time. Larry Brown, it was all about the right way. All about the right way. Jerry Jones is all about his way. And his way is, I gave this man $60 million. Go out there and make me look good. I'm riding with you. I can afford to make this sacrifice here. I can afford not to do this here. I can afford to let Rico Dowdle get away for just $3 million because he got $6 million from Carolina when I only had to give Javonte Williams $3 million. I can afford to let Micah Parsons go and get 2 late first-round picks and a Kenny Clark. I can afford to do these things because I got you. I got you. And by the way, I got you Pickens too, to go along with CeeDee Lamb. So you got all the records because Ferguson ain't no joke either. And Javonte Williams is running with the football. And that offensive line wasn't as bad as y'all thought it was going to be. Look at this offense, right? So they're winning the way he wants them to win. If he goes out and tweaks and this defense shows anything to Ron Bland is back. He had a pick 6. You know what I'm saying? Overshawn is going to be back soon. If the defense shows you anything, and the Dallas Cowboys make it to the playoffs with that offense, and dare I say, they win a playoff game, we all got to stand down and be like this. Jerry Jones got us. We got to stand down. If it has, it's a big if, and that it's a hard thing to do. But if we gonna religiously crucify him, we got to step back and go like this. Damn. He might have had a point because he didn't want to give him $47 million.
At this juncture.
You know? Now you can't lose to Green Bay in the playoffs. You can't lose to Micah Parsons getting at you. You can't nosedive and miss the playoffs or get to the playoffs and then plummet without winning a playoff game. All of those things are true. But if you make the playoffs
and win a game,
excuse me, with this NFC conference, wait a minute now, we can't look at Jerry Jones and say you messed up. He'd get us. He'd have a point.
His investment was already in that.
That's right.
And I understand.
But the investment compromises other investments.
I got you. And I understand you saying giving them credit for paying Dak. He ain't have no choice.
No, I'm not giving them credit for playing Dak. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the credit for saying I don't have to do this what y'all want me to do because I can still win with what I've done. And that's what I'm saying.
And I'm still under the premise that if this defense doesn't get better,
right,
or you find yourself in the situation to either get in the playoffs or you in the playoffs.
Right.
And you don't have a guy like Micah Parsons, who we saw last week. That is what's going to call it to a head.
Let me tell him myself. You want me to tell him myself? I'll tell myself.
Yeah.
So you see, they gonna make playoffs.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
And then Dak is gonna be balling out. Hell, he might win MVP.
I also know.
And they're gonna be all the way up here. And the Cowboy fans, we gonna win it. We gonna win it. And then the crash is going to come.
If they lose,
oh my God!
If they get into the playoffs and they lose, I don't think it's gonna be Dak this year. I think it'll be because of the defense.
He might be right.
I don't care about the reasons. I don't care about the reasons. Reasons don't matter. But reasons don't matter to me. I'm not rooting. Listen, I like that. I mean, the brother can play.
Yeah, but
I like that.
But your ass would be more than happy if that collapsed.
No, that's not true. That is not true.
So
that
you
is not
changed
true.
from the
That
years?
is not true. That is not true. I am not a Dak. Hey, Dak can ball. Yeah. My whole point is that, I mean, you got everything. You got the commercials. You're playing for America's team. You got the money. You got everything because you win a playoff game. That's my whole thing. That's fine. But really, it's not about him. Remember, Emmett's my boy. Troy Aikman's my boy. The playmaker's my boy. Primetime boy. I've loved Dallas Cowboy players. It's them damn fans that get on my last damn nerve. That damn disgusting, nauseated fan base. No go win the Super Bowl next year, right? I'm telling you right now, the tears that will come. My Lord. I mean, to see Cowboy fans crying, nothing makes me feel better.
Nothing would make me happy.
Nothing makes me feel better.
I just tell you. While you still sitting in this seat, it will be a day that you will never forget.
You know, Jerry, the kind of person that'll make me give out the rings or something. He probably do something like that, man. We probably do something.
Wherever I'm at, I'm on the first thing smoking. To the studio.
It will not happen. It will not happen. Not while I'm alive. The Cowboys ain't with it. The fans are getting away. The pressure's too much. Pressure breaks pipes. They can't handle it. They can't handle it.
As critical
I'm telling you right now.
That team, I want them to win so bad. That's probably why I'm so critical.
I got you. We'll see what happens. We all know how much Mad Dog loves his sports bets, so he's here to tell us his best bets to help you get